Hi everyone, good afternoon. I would like to begin by thanking our leadership and management teams for taking the time to join me today as I present my proposal for leadership theory of change with a holistic approach. I also want to extend my sincere appreciation to my professor, Dr. Renato Almansor, who will be viewing this presentation as part of my academic project. This presentation is being recorded and will be made available afterwards for anyone who was unable to attend. Let me introduce myself for those who don't know me. My name is Salvador Luna, but I go by Sal. I am the manager of information systems for our organization, and I am proud to be part of a team whose work was recognized in 2024 as the California Nonprofit of the Year. Secondly, I really love and appreciate the organization's mission of providing medically tailored meals to individuals living with serious health conditions, including HIV, cancer, diabetes, and many others. And without further ado, let's get started. First of all, let me emphasize why a holistic approach is so important to leadership. It helps leaders build resilient organizations, foster trust, create lasting value by balancing the needs of people, the organization, and its broader environment. Some of the main reasons are the following. Holistic leaders recognize that employees are not just resources, they are individuals with skills, values, emotions, goals, and personal challenges. A holistic approach emphasizes empathy, active listening, communication, and respect. It helps leaders to create healthier connections between employees and stakeholders. A holistic mindset encourages inclusion, collaboration, physiological safety, and shared responsibility. Lastly, a holistic approach balances performance with people and long-term sustainability and adaptability. Next, let's take a look at the pathway that guides implementation of my theory of change. So the pathway has 6 stages, and the first one is the pathway that focuses on recognizing the organization's areas of opportunity for improvement, which serve as the foundation for implementing this theory of change. Key areas identified include low trust among teams, limited collaboration, low employee engagement, lack of empowerment and recognition, and high turnover that are preventing the organization from reaching its full potential. Now let's move into the purpose and long-term impact of these objectives. The purpose of this theory of change with a holistic leadership approach is to address the organization's key opportunities for improvement by fostering a sustainable people-centered organization culture. Overall, the long-term impact is the creation of a physiologically safe, inclusive, and people-centered organization culture where employees feel valued, respected, empowered, and motivated to perform at their highest potential. Now let's turn on the strategies that will be used to achieve these objectives. One of the leadership strategies is the practice of empathy. This strategy is based on 4 key elements: seeing the world from others' perspectives, appreciating staff as human beings, understanding their feelings, and communicating that understanding. By applying these elements, leaders shift their focus from simply managing tasks to supporting people. This leadership approach helps build collaboration, improve communication, and enhance employee engagement. It also fosters and supports another strategy that is physiological safety, which enables employees to share ideas openly, voice their concerns, and take thoughtful risks without the fear of negative consequences, and also it encourages innovation. Another strategy is the 3 keys of effective supervision, which are communication, support, and accountability. Together, these 3 core elements of supervision help supervisors build trust, improve performance, and create positive working environments. When supervisors consistently provide support, clear expectations, and constructive feedback, employees are more likely to feel valued and included, which fosters a stronger sense of belonging within the organization. I really identify with this framework because it also empowers staff to develop professionally and improve their leadership skills. And at this time, I would like to take the opportunity to share my own experience. Over the last 15 years, I've been fortunate to work with supervisors and leaders who trusted my abilities, skills, and gave me the freedom to complete my work. That trust motivated me to take initiative, solve problems independently, and continue developing my leadership skills. It also improved my confidence and encouraged me to contribute more actively and openly communicate with my supervisor and colleagues. Now let's explore our next leadership strategy. This strategy is to embed diversity, equity, inclusion, and belonging principles into our leadership practices. Embedding these core values of inclusion, equity, physiological safety, recognition, and belonging with the organization's systemic approach and into our playbook will create a more holistic foundation for sustainable change by addressing not only individual growth, but also the relationships, structures, and cultural factors that influence collective outcomes. Finally, but not least, the next strategy is to implement daily practices of the core principles of love, care, commitment, trust, and compassion. When individuals and communities intentionally practice these core values into their daily interactions, they create relationships rooted in dignity, belonging, and mutual responsibility. This relationship strengthens collective well-being, resilience, adaptability, and the capacity to create lasting social transformation. Also, a theory of change that incorporates physiological safety acknowledges that successful transformation depends not only on systems and processes, but also on the well-being and engagement of the people involved. Now, before I conclude this presentation, I would like to share a quote from the movie Robin Hood that has that deeply resonated with me when I was working on this, putting together my presentation. Excuse me. I also, watch a movie during the week, and then I saw the scene when Robin Hood is talking to the king, and when he was saying these words, it really kind of resonated to me again. So let me share that. So he says, if you want to build the future, you must first build a strong foundation. You build your cathedral from the ground up. Empower every person and you will gain strength. In doing so, you will not only earn the loyalty of the people, but their love as well. This quote reflects the heart of a true theory of change. Lasting transformation begins with investing in people. Strong communities, organizations, and systems are not built from the top down. They are built by valuing, empowering, and uplifting every individual who contributes to the foundation. Our impact is not measured only by the outcomes we achieve, but by the relationships we build, the people we empower, and the collective future we create together. As I bring this presentation to a close, I would like to leave you with the following concluding statement. By successfully implementing this theory of change and modeling leadership with a holistic approach, behaviors that support inclusive values, encourages positive behaviors, support systems that promote diversity and equity, practice active listening, trust, love, and compassion, we, the leaders, can create an organizational people-centered culture where employees feel valued, empowered, and able to thrive. Thank you all for your time and attention. I hope this theory of change serves as catalyst for our collective efforts and that together we can bring it to life and create lasting, meaningful impact. Thank you again.